Hey, I'm Bill from Calderwood Percussion. Welcome to the shop. Let's check it out. Welcome. So we just moved into this new shop space a few months ago. We're very excited about it in Avon, Mass. This is our main workshop area, and we've got a sectioned off office area over on the side. So let me show you around. This corner of the shop is mostly storage. We've got shelf units here where we keep projects that are in progress that we're working on, and also some of the tools that we don't use quite as frequently. Also some things for rope tension drums. We have rope up here on dispensers, and we have this hydraulic press. When assembling rope tension snare drums, this is what we use to tension the drums evenly. So in this area we have this workbench, which contains a lot of tool storage. We have polishing supplies for hardware, saw blade storage, our bench vise. This Tormax is what we use for sharpening chisels, lathe tools, things like that. And we have this vintage Delta drill press, which I absolutely love. This is what we use for drilling for hardware. We've also got a few sort of custom fixtures that we made for it to make drilling easier, both on drum shells and for rope tension hoops. This is our Shopsmith, which we use for a lot of tasks. We use it for wood turning, such as truing wooden stave shells. We use it as a disc sander. It's also our bandsaw, and we use these custom-made buffing attachments for polishing high-gloss finishes on drum shells. So this is our sanding station. We've got an oscillating belt sander there, a lot of sandpaper storage, a few hand sanders. You can see we've got a bunch of hoops here that are in progress. We've also got lumber storage and our clamp racks, and this is a 10-inch planer. So at this station, you can see we mix and apply various stains and wood dyes. You see we've got a bass drum here on this custom shop-made finishing jig. And here we apply hand-rub oil finishes. This is our sanding table. It's a tempered glass tabletop with a large adhesive back sanding disc on it. We use this for truing the edges of drum shells before we take it to the router to cut bearing edges. And over here we have all of our powder coating supplies with toaster ovens for powder coating small parts, and a pizza oven for powder coating hoops. This is our spray booth. It's a positive pressure setup, and we're using an HVLP spraying system for most of our finishes. As you can see, we've got a shop-made finishing jig, which is on an old hi-hat stand, and we've got this drum rotisserie, which is made actually using a rotisserie motor, and we use that after we've sprayed a finish on a drum to make sure that there aren't any runs or drips or sags in the finish. Over here, we have storage for all of our finishing supplies. You can see a respirator on the side. Up top, we've got all of our varnishes, lacquers, things like that. And in the bottom, our extra finishing supplies. So here we have some work tables. This is mostly for assembly or anything we're working on. You can see here we've got a hoop that's in progress, getting glued up. Over there you'll see that we've got our layout mat. We use that to mark a drum shell to figure out exactly where we're going to put the hardware. These two bass drums, we just finished up. These are for the Kevin Berry Pipes and Drums Band. They're waiting to get picked up. Over here we have some tool chests and our radial arm saw. Here we've got a Jet 3 horsepower table saw and our router table in the wing. It's a Porter cable with a Justin Precision router lift. And you can see right now the table saw is set up with our custom shop-made shell cutting jig. We use that anytime we're cutting drum shells or hoops to get a safe, clean cut on the shell stock. Over here against the wall we've got more clamp storage and some of our jigs and sleds that we use with the table saw. This area is where we store some of our drum shell stock that's waiting to be worked on. It's also kind of our showroom area. We've got some of the drum kits here that we've made. We've got the animal kit, a couple of our little jazz kits, also this concert bass drum that we did, this vibraphone frame that I'm working on, a few of our rope tension drums, and some of our metal hoop storage over here on the side. So this is our office area in here. Now, this is the area of the shop that we've unpacked and set up the lease, so it's still kind of a mess, but why don't you check it out anyway. So before we got here, this building had been used for a few things, but for many, many years, it was the home of the American Shoe Shank Company. I didn't really know what shoe shanks were before we moved in, but we found them all over the place, and turns out this is what they are. So we kept the sign because it's cool. This work table that was here when we moved in is right now a staging area, but it's going to be an office table soon. And here you can see we have bins of drum parts, and that's where we store those things. On this side of the office, we've got this set of tenors that we rebuilt a while ago. This is our laser cutter. We use this for making custom badges, for making small gaskets, spacers, other kinds of custom small parts like that. And we have the computer that drives the laser here. On this cool work table that was here when we moved in. Thank you, American Shoe Shank Company. Back here, still kind of a mess because we still need to organize some things, is our assembly table. So this is where we put drums together. And in the back we've got a restroom with a nice big slot sink, so we can use that for mixing dye or any of the things that we need to do. Alright, thanks for checking this out. I hope you enjoyed this little video of our shop. We've got a lot of cool things coming up this year. We're going to do some more shop videos, we've got some build videos. We're even talking about maybe running some classes on teaching people how to build their own drums. So, if you're interested in those things, subscribe to the channel and you won't miss it. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. So, before we came to this building, a long time ago, it used to be a shoe shank factory. It was a shoe shank factory, that's hard to say.
Cutting room, packing area.
Yeah, I'll pack your area.